Okay, this is the 10 things you need to know about mortgage debt forgiveness. What I'm going to show you real quickly here are the 10 things that the Internal Revenue Service says that you should know about mortgage debt forgiveness, also known as HR 3648. Okay, here we go. Number 1, normally when a lender forgives the debt, that it relieves the borrower from having to pay it back. The amount of the debt is taxable income to the borrower. Thus, a homeowner who had $100,000 in mortgage debt forgiven through a short sale would typically have to pay the income tax on that $100,000 as an example. Fortunately, under the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act of 2007, you may be eligible to exclude from your taxable income up to $2 million of debt forgiven on your principal residence from 2007 through 2012. This means that you don't have to pay income tax on the forgiven debt. Now they're talking about extending that from 2012. At least it's in President Obama's budget for 2000 that just came out here in March of 2012 to extend it for 2 more years. So it's not signed yet, but that's what they're looking at. All right, that's number 1. Number 2 is the limit is $1 million for a married person filing a separate return. Number 3, you may exclude from your taxable income debt reduced through mortgage restructuring as well as mortgage debt forgiven in a foreclosure. To qualify, the debt must have been used to buy, build, or substantially improve your principal residence and be secured by that residence. In other words, if you took out a home equity loan, you bought a boat or a car, that is not going to be forgiven debt. You'll probably have to pay that back. So it's essentially, especially a lot of folks ask that question if you have a second mortgage on a property, if it was used as an 80-20 loan, for example, or you took out a home equity line of credit to do an addition or repairs to the house, that would qualify. But if you took out a $50,000 home equity loan for a Mercedes, that will not qualify. All right, number 5, the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act applies to home improvement mortgages you take out to substantially improve your principal residence. Again, principal residence is the key words here. They'll also qualify for the exclusion. Number 6, second or third mortgages you use for purposes other than home improvement, as I said, for credit card debt, etc., do not qualify for the exclusion. Number 7 is if you qualify, claim the special exclusion by filling out Form 982, reduction of tax attributes due to a discharge of indebtedness, and attach it to your federal income tax return for the year that the debt was forgiven. Now, I always suggest that you have a CPA, an accountant, tax advisor to essentially do your taxes for you. Number 8, debt forgiven on second homes, rental property, business property, credit cards, or car loans does not qualify for the tax relief provision. In some cases, however, other tax relief provisions such as bankruptcy may be applicable. IRS Form 982 provides more details about these provisions. Number 9, if your debt is reduced or eliminated, you normally will receive a 1099-C at the end of the year, which is the cancellation of debt from your lender. By law, this form must show the amount of the debt forgiven and the fair market value of your property foreclosed. Again, please make sure that you talk to your CPA, accountant, tax advisor to make sure that it's done correctly. And number 10, examine the Form 1099-C carefully. Notify the lender immediately if any of the information is incorrect. You need to pay attention to the amount of debt forgiven in Box 2 as well as the value listed for your home in Box 7. More importantly, know those numbers when you go talk to your accountant. Lastly, the IRS has created a highly useful interactive tax assistant on its website to determine if your canceled debt is taxable. The tax assistant tool takes you through a series of questions and provides you with the responses to the tax law questions. That is irs.gov/ITA for interactive tax assistant. That may help you out. Lastly, for more information about the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act of 2007, see the IRS publication 4681, Canceled Debts, Foreclosures, Repossessions, and Abandonments. You can get all of that at irs.gov. Hope you enjoyed the 10 things to know about mortgage debt forgiveness.